first off, just how's everything going? I see you're back in Fayetteville.
Oh yeah, everything's going good. Just taking it one day at a time, trying to stay healthy, trying to stay in shape, and trying to stay sane since I'm in the house 24/7 right now.
Well, so what was living in Chicago like for you?
It was good. It was good. It just gets too cold up there. That's pretty much it.
Well, so it was your second season with the Bulls. Exactly how's your time been so far with that franchise?
Um, it's been good. I mean, I've been learning a lot. There's been a lot of guys that come in that was, from the team that's, was part of the Last Dance documentary from that team. Like Horace Grant, he's
Mhm.
around a lot and he talks to us a lot. But I mean, other than that, the experience is great. I love it a lot. I love, the atmosphere around the gym. It's nothing but work and work and work. And it's, walking in the practice facility every day and seeing the banners of like the championships and the retired jerseys. It's just a lot of motivation in it. You got staff that was with the team that was that won all those championships that are still here. um Other than that, it's just a lot of motivation. Like I said, I'm gaining a lot of knowledge, getting a lot of good information about the game, about Chicago. It's great, certain things like that. Only thing I just hate about Chicago is how cold it gets. That's pretty much.
Well, so you mentioned The Last Dance. I assume that, like pretty much everyone else, you've been watching that series so far.
Mhm.
What's it like for you seeing that and saying, hey, that's who I play for right now?
I mean, it's just shocking that I'm seeing like the old, the Michael Jordan, the Scottie Pippen, the Dennis Rodman, seeing all those guys and just seeing that they play for the same franchise that I'm playing for now. It's just it gives me a good feeling. It gives me that confidence that I want and gives me the motivation that I need to when I go back up to Chicago, I can play the way I want to play now and just come out of my comfort zone and just show everybody what I can do.
Well, I'm sure that you've been keeping up with all of the Arkansas basketball program, the stuff that they've been going through.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly do you think of what Musselman's been able to do with that program right now?
Oh, I like Musselman a lot. I mean, he's bringing that NBA aspect to college basketball. And very first time I came back down to Fayetteville when I first got started with Chicago, I had sat in and watched one of his practices and stuff, and how he holds his practices just shows, how he wanted the team to be and how he wanted to shape the team and stuff. And I like him a lot. I like the way he coaches. He coaches with a lot of energy. I'm an energy guy, so I'm gonna like that a lot. But other than that, I like him a lot.
Well, you see Mason Jones and Isaiah Joe kind of trying to figure out what they're going to do, especially with mainly Joe and the NBA draft possibly coming up and stuff. What kind of advice would you have for them?
Just be prepared for anything and always be, aware of situations. Make sure, you got the right people around you because if you don't, then you not being aware of that situation can set you back a long way. Other than that, just keep working and, whatever happens, happens. No matter where you get picked, if you get picked, just keep working because it doesn't matter about the numbers. It matters about how hard you work.
Now, what do you think of Mason's season that he had?
I mean, Mason is Mason. He had a great season when I was there. Then the season after, he turned it up even another notch, and he did what he had to do. He came out and played the basketball that he had to play. He knew that he had to get up his shots, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, you didn't spend much of any time in the G League, really. Were you surprised by that?
No, I wasn't because I knew it was going to be some point in time that they were going to send me down to the G League, so I was prepared for it. But when they called me up, I was more prepared for the call up to finally get playing time more than anything. I was, ready for that opportunity. So once they called me up the Milwaukee game, I was ready for it, and everybody seen what I did. I came out and I did what I had to do.
Well, you've had, yeah, as I say, the Bucks game, you had 21 points, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks. I mean, that's not the only game that you've had really good performances in, though. How do you feel like you've kind of established yourself so far in the NBA?
um, I mean, it's just that guy that's a rookie. that's not gonna take no BS from nobody. I mean, everybody's seen an example from when we played the Pistons and me and Andre Drummond had, an outing. But like, I'm that guy that's not gonna take anything from anybody. I'm not gonna let you just push me around like I'm just a little kid and stuff like that. I'm always gonna come back with some type of fire, no matter what. Either I block your shot or I score on you. Simple as that.
Well, I read that a lot of people like to compare you to Clint Capela. How do you feel about that comparison?
I mean, I've been getting that comparison ever since I started my freshman year of college. He's a real big pick and roll guy. He doesn't, he goes for every rebound. But other than that, he's a real good pick and roll guy. He goes for every rebound. He's a hustler. He blocks shots, he protects the paint, defense first, offense second. And, he just, like I said, he finishes everything around the rim. So, I mean, I see that in my game a lot. So, I mean, yeah, I like that comparison a lot.
What's it been like for you to work with some of the best people in the NBA and play alongside some extremely talented guys?
Um, I mean, it's just, at first, yeah, I was starstruck. just seeing and being in the same room as, some of the guys that I watch on TV when I was younger. And, just soaking up the knowledge and stuff like that. I mean, it's real good for me, especially since, I'm coming off my first year. All the knowledge that, I got from most of the guys that were in the locker room, like Zach Levine, Thaddeus Young, Chris Dunn, guys like them. I mean, it's just real good for me because I can take that knowledge and I can use it for myself. And as I go further into my career.
So having the season, cut short right now, exactly what was that like for you and how did you find out?
I found out when we had just got to Orlando and we got into our hotel room. We all got settled. I got a message from my trainer that was training me for pre-draft, and I seen it, but I thought he was joking. My trainer, he's a funny guy. He always joking around and stuff. So I look at the message and I was like, oh, okay, he's lying. So I look on Twitter and I see it again. And then at this point in time, I was real like, okay, this might be true. But at the same time, I didn't believe it. And then boom, my agent told me, and I was just shocked. I was, I didn't know what to say. I was just like in a state of, I was speechless. I didn't know what to say. So I just waited for the coach to text us and say what we were going to do. The trainer said we were leaving the next day. So I just continued to play my game in my hotel room until we left because I was just so shocked. I didn't know what else to do.
Well, eventually, hopefully sometime sooner rather than later, everyone will get back to sports. What's it like knowing, though, that you've accomplished a lifelong dream and made it to the NBA?
I mean, it's a dream come true. I've dreamt of being in this position all my life. I've worked to be in this position all my life. So, I mean, the hard work is paying off, but I mean, I can't stop working now because I wanted to be in this position, but I want to go further than the position I'm in. I want to be better. I want to be higher. I want to be talked about, throughout the NBA instead of just, at Chicago because I mean, Chicago's seeing what I can do. I want everybody to see what I can do. So I just got to keep working. But other than that, it's, just a real big accomplishment for me. I can always say, hey, I made it and I worked my way up from the ground up. That's my main thing about it.